What is a charitable trust?
Well, charitable trusts can be of two types. They can be private charitable trust or a public charitable trust.
Mm-hmm.
These reflect exactly what the words are. They're used to advance charities in Australia or the objects of charities. Now, a private charitable trust is one that's set up by a family for its objects that are dear to it. Right. And it's possible, usually, to set up such trusts and obtain tax advantages. A public charitable trust is what is often used by some of the major charities. And these are, have tax deductible status, and people will be aware of them by their public names. They're an everyday event.
Right. And is there any provision in the trust world, if you like, for like families that may have children with disabilities?
Yes, there are. The concept of a testamentary trust and a discretionary trust are often used in relation to families who have disabled children. The need and ability to provide for disabled children is important, and this is normally considered in conjunction with the Social Security rules.
Right.
And it's important to do so. Because of the very flexible nature of trusts, it may also be possible to take account of the concepts behind the establishment of trusts for example, natural disasters. I'm not meaning in any way to equate the birth of a disabled child with a natural disaster, but the concepts behind it may be able to be used in the establishment of special trusts giving families tax-deductible benefits in aggregating funds for the future for a disabled child's welfare.
So things like care and medical attention and things like that?
And housing,
okay.
And the ability for them to be taken care of, as you say.
Right, excellent. And how difficult is it to set up one of these trusts, say a discretionary trust, for example?
No, it's not. Certainly a family discretionary trust is very straightforward. It could be set up within 24 hours of a person asking for one.
Goodness, okay.
But the more complicated trusts, of course, would take more time. For example, charitable trusts may take a fair period of time. Testamentary trusts, depending on what the objectives are of the people concerned, that may take some time also.
So the trust itself, Paul, are there like components of a trust, or what are they?
Well, a trust, it's important to understand that a trust isn't a legal person. Okay. It is a concept. It's an entity.
Entity, okay.
So, for example, it's often said that a trust is a bundle of obligations and rules. That bundle of obligations of rules is set out in a trust deed. There has to be someone to hold the assets and to administer those obligations and rules. That is the trustee.
Right.
The obligations and rules are being administered on behalf of someone. That person or those persons are the beneficiaries.
Okay.
The property itself is the trust fund.
Okay.
They're the essential concepts.
And when you say entity, it's a bit like a company, really, isn't it? It has like a ABN number, it has like a tax file number, I assume?
They will have those, normally they will have those numbers, but the big difference, or one of the big differences between a company and a trust, of course, is that a company is a legal person,
right,
whereas
as a
trust is not.
Okay. If the viewers want to know more about trusts, what's the thing that they do next?
They should contact their financial planner, accountant or solicitor, Chris, and they can go from there.
And if they wanted to talk to either you or me, or what would they then do?
They would telephone us by way of the telephone numbers that are on the screen,
okay,
and we can take it from there.
So there you have it, folks. Thanks for your time today. Hopefully you've learned something about trusts and trust structures and how they could apply to you. If you want to know more, there'll be some numbers here at the bottom of the screen that you can call. And you can make an appointment to either see McCrosson's and or Highland Financial. We thank you for your time.